Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. All my swing traders, all my quick term, short term profit traders, I got some for y'all, man. And I want to talk about Coinbase, AMD, Nvidia in specific because these plays are going to be on my radar. Okay, first things first, these are high risk, high reward plays, or you could say midterm to high risk. As y'all know, I was holding AMD on CashApp. That's one of the reasons why I'm on CashApp right now. But as y'all know, I've moved over to Robinhood. Next week is going to be the week where we try to enter in one of these plays. Okay, so 162, right? I want y'all to look at 159 if you're on Cash App, if you're on Robinhood, no matter what it is. I'm on both apps now. This is a screenshot of me on Robinhood this morning, and just giving you guys a slight glimpse of what I'm looking at. 159, as I talked about in my last video, the tenths and the fifths, right? So what this means is certain levels in the stock market have a lot of weight on them. So if a stock is at $5 a share, people that want to take profit are looking at $10 a share. Let me know if that makes sense. So if the stock is trading at $3, people are going to buy in at $3 and take it to $10. People are going to buy it at $4, take it to $10. With AMD, buying this around 159 and taking it to 165, that's a nice return. Okay, rebuying at 162, taking it to 170 is another move. So you have to be able to figure these moves out if you're a swing trader. Now, Coinbase, the watch zone is 295 to 320. Okay, the idea is to buy near low end range of on decline. Okay, what that means is if Coinbase drops, and the only reason I'm saying I'm using Coinbase is because Ethereum is way too high right now. If you guys are long-term investors, short-term, no matter what it is, you never want to rush the process of buying and being patient. I want you to look at 299 to 218. This stock boomed, right? Specifically because the news came out of the Federal Reserve rate cuts and all that stuff happened, and if the news goes the way that the market wants it to go, that the people want it to go, you're going to see a huge squeeze up every single time. Okay, this might go to 325 and come back down, which is cool, right? Next time around, we know where to enter. I want to enter at 295. I want to snipe this at 295. Bring out the snipers. Let's snipe it. 800 right here and take it to 320. Okay. The longer I hold, the more money I'm going to add into this and the higher profit margin I'm going to have. Because let me tell you something. This stock has went to $400 before. So the money is going to be made in Coinbase. Because you know, if Ethereum, Bitcoin is doing well, the stock that is going to do well is Coinbase. Was this the year for crypto? 100% yes. We haven't seen a level in Ethereum since 2021, which is $4.8 thousand, and we saw that this year. So if you're not a person that was in that Ethereum and Bitcoin run, forget about it. Get into Coinbase. As simple as that. The lowest it was been this year was 177. So if you can buy even at 290, 260, 270, right, and take it to 350, 400, that's a nice change on your money, right? And that's a long swing trade. Now, when we talk about risk, this is volatile with crypto. Okay, it needs it has a tight stop if Bitcoin weakens. So if you look at Coinbase as a whole, right now it would be a decent time to buy. Look at that drop off. This is a drop off. As long as I buy on the drop off, I'm okay with the stock going lower. Okay, because you never know when the stock is just gonna bounce back. If we break, let me show y'all something. If we break like 294 zone, we're going all the way down to 260. That's a huge drop off. Okay, so you have to be very precise, and when you buy, all you have to do is just stick in the, stick with the stock. Let the stock do its work. Because if you look at the squeeze from 240, we go to 375. This is crazy, right? And this is what can happen with crypto. So if you've been dabbling into AI, you've been dabbling into Nvidia, AMD, right? Data centers, AI, the gaming side of AMD. I love it. Okay, but you really want to look at price points and swing trade stocks like this. You can do this with any stock, okay? Because stocks run up for absolute no reason. But I don't like to do that. You can do this with a penny stock called I don't know, Plug Power, or let's say Krispy Kreme. It's not a penny stock, but this is a low stock, right? I want you to look at this. You would have bought right here and took it up, made 7% on the week. But what is about this stock that I do not like? This stock has zero value, in my opinion. I don't see this stock surviving in the next year or so. Look at the net profit. Minus 451 million, okay? Look at the PE ratio. There's no answer there. Look at the dividend yield. It's decent, but the operating margin isn't even there. This stock yearly is down 66%. Would I ever invest in a stock like this? 100% no. And on top of that, it's in the retailers industry doing bad. If a stock is doing bad in the retail industry, oh my God, I will never buy it. It's a different story if it's in the tech industry. All it takes is 2 good news articles, 1 good product, and the stock booms, as we have seen with AMD. I bought AMD when the stock was down. But I knew that, okay, if I'm buying this while it's down and they decide that they want to produce an AI chip or a product that can potentially keep up with NVIDIA, the stock is going to boom. And that's exactly what happened, okay? And I'm using the same tactic, the same strategy, and I'm going to Robinhood with it. Now, at 159 is where I would put $400 for AMD and take it to 165. This is for my short-term swing trades, my short-term snipers that need quick money, okay? Now, with Coinbase, I'm going to put more money in here. When you walk to the crypto room, to the crypto table, make sure you got some cash in your pockets and make sure you have some good foundational technical analysis. This is not a game where you can hold for years and years. You could do that, right? You definitely could hold Bitcoin for the next 10 years. But certain cryptos, they can drop like flies. They're basically like a bunch of meme coins, right? If some cryptos come out 2-3 days, they're booming, and you see a lot of government and presidential boom for that crypto. And then all it takes is a couple profit taking and 1 bad news, and there goes that crypto. So be very precise with your crypto investments. I'm not long on no cryptocurrency except Ethereum, which I'm going to talk about later. Now, NVIDIA, watch zone is 170 to 177. With NVIDIA, with how much money this money accumulates, the idea is to buy on dips, and the target is 177 plus for short swing. Now, NVIDIA is such a great stock. And again, I'm on CashApp because this is way more easier than getting on any other platform. The thing about NVIDIA is the amount of money that they have generated. I don't even care if I buy at 180 on my long-term portfolio. Let me know if that makes sense. If I'm long-term, if I'm holding the stock for the next 4 to 5 years, okay, which I consider anything above 2 years as long-term, okay, if I'm holding for more than 2 years, I would buy right now. Buy at 175, right? Why buy at 175, bro? It's at an all-time high, blah, 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 blah. Listen, you are long-term. The stock is going to 220. It's going to 230. It's a matter of time. As long as the company is doing good and is just getting pushed down by the Federal Reserve, the president says something about tariffs, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? The stock is going to get picked back up because the business isn't doing bad. Y'all got to realize that this business is still golden. There is no competitor for NVIDIA in the U.S. stock market, hands down. Billions of dollars they have sitting. Think about it like this. When you think about NVIDIA, more than 40% of their employers, okay, at NVIDIA, their software engineers, their analyst team, their data science team, they're millionaires just because of this stock. Because a lot of people start to realize that this company is the core value of a lot of businesses that use their chips. So if you're long term, should you really worry about 175, 183? No. But if you're short term, I need you to look at these levels. I need you to look at 169 and look at 175. And I'm going to place a trade hopefully next week or the week after in either NVIDIA or Coinbase for $500, $800. Coinbase is set at 800, but NVIDIA may be 500 to 600, where I'm going to literally put all of it full port 500, 600 at 169, try to take that up to 177. Okay. However, the plan is it's going to turn into a long swing. A long swing means I'm holding for longer if September is worse. Now, if September is a worse month for NVIDIA, I'm going to simply increase that profit range to $200. So I'm going to dump more money in as it's going lower to 133, 143 with a smile on my face. Because let me tell you what, I've held around these areas. I've held around $94 a share. I was buying, look how many dots you see on my screen. I was buying this like crazy. I was pulling out the sniper every single time and sniping, buying the stock consistently. So same thing goes for AMD, but AMD, I'm going to be a little bit more conservative. Yeah, this company has a lot of room to grow, but it doesn't have good history. Nvidia has that history. Soon people are going to start saying Nvidia's done running up, but when a stock like this knows how to invest their capital, they're not done running up. This company is going to produce more and more money, because guess what Nvidia's financial managers are doing? They're investing in real estate. They're investing in crypto with that money that the company is making. All right, keep that in mind. Now, swing trader reminders. A decline in stock or a dip in one of these means an opportunity. So you need to buy precisely. Always remember, I pointed out these zones for y'all, okay? 159 to 165 for AMD. 170 to 177 for NVIDIA, okay? 295 to 320 or 295 to 310 for Coinbase. If you got the money can be made easily. This upcoming week is very, very important. It's the last week before September. This last week was important because of the 21st speech and the Federal Reserve, all the stuff they had to say. Now, this is one of the last weeks before we go into September. So this week is going to kind of be a glimpse of what September is going to be like. And regardless of what September is going to bring, I am going to buy at 295 for Coinbase, or I'm going to buy at 170 for Nvidia. And if I see AMD and Nvidia close by, I might scoop Nvidia before AMD, because y'all know the reason why. Okay, now profit taking in small chunks, 5 to 10% avoids holding too long. Okay, so if you want to still hold your position because you really like your profit at the moment, do it conservatively. Do not just be like, okay, I'm really close to 175. Should I? Do it conservatively. Do not just be greedy. There's one thing to be greedy. I want you to look at 159 as that support level. We could break that support level, or we could bounce up from that support level. And if we go lower, we buy more. Not because, and if we go lower than 159 AMD, we're not buying just because we're looking at price points. We're also buying because this is a good business. Same goes with Nvidia, but with Nvidia, we got so much cash that could back it up. Let me know if this makes sense. So if you're a swing trader, short-term trader, this video was for you. Let me know how you feel, because the money is deposited in Robinhood. I have about $1,500 in there, and we are going to make that $1,500. The goal by the end of this year is at least $2,000. I'm looking at least $500 profit, and from there, we're gonna start setting aside money for Ethereum sooner or later. Okay, I like the idea of buying Ethereum, but it needs to come down. I need to see that 3,000. I need to see at 3,200. Okay, and as simple as it sounds to buying Coinbase and flip it, if Ethereum is gonna go down, guess what? Coinbase is gonna go down. So if I can get out of Coinbase and wait for Ethereum to come down, that'll be a good play too. But I got to be able to end Coinbase on a profit. There is risk involved in this. Short-term, swing-term traders, there's a lot of risk involved in this, but you need to realize that if you're investing in something like Nvidia, you're pretty much almost gonna be smiling by the end of December, start of January, when the stock is at 195, and as soon as it hits 200, there's gonna be the biggest breakout ever, because this level has been, people been watching this level like a hawk since the start of 2025, okay? And they did not give it to us. They're teasing us now because they want this level to be hit by the Christmas rally, Thanksgiving rally, okay, as they like to call it. Y'all know how this game goes, man. It's Mr.BuyTheDip. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below any comments, questions, concerns, and I'm gonna make probably a video on Roblox soon. I don't know too much about that, but I seen a comment about it. All right, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe.